Morning, ladies and gentlemen. Have you heard about Seesaw? I'm sure, not heard, but you have already experienced it. The game of Seesaw. I used to actually enjoy it a lot. Once you are up in the air, and in the other second, you are bang on the ground, dusty floor, but yet laughing and enjoying. So it gives you up, down, and that's what we have done in our entire days during our childhood. But did we learn something from there? I think I did. What was the enjoyment when we used to just go, when we wanted to go out of the seesaw, when we wanted to board off seesaw? It was so easy. Two of our friends, we just used to jump. No. What we used to do, we used to balance it up. We used to focus on each other. I yet remember with my friend, we used to first look into each other's eye. We used to bring it back to one level, and then we used to stop and together coordinating it to come out of the seesaw so that none of us get hurt. I'm sure everybody did it. But did you or did me ever realized that act of coordination, the balancing from each other's eye, the harmony which we used to create, the equilibrium which we used to bring in before we used to get down off seesaw, that was actually the life lesson which we were learning. But I'm sure all of us in our enjoyment, fun of the seesaw, we never realized the important aspect that we learned over there. We were enjoying the ups, the downs, the dust, flying in the air, but the equilibrium, the focused approach we took while we were coordinating to get down, we hardly ever realized. But that is what was the biggest learning during our childhood day that game taught us, seesaw. And I feel with me, my entire life has been seesaw, and I'm sure after listening to me, all of you will feel, yes, that is what we all are also going through, and that's the way we go on. I yet remember when I was a kid, my grandmother used to get up early in the morning, very early, by 3:34. And when we used to get up, we used to think, what is she doing? Why she is up so early? Why can't she enjoy sleeping? Then for the entire day, she never used to sleep. Morning she used to start with her own me time, which we call it. She used to have her own meditation. She used to do chanting, reading mythological books, and whatnot. And when we used to get up, she was already busy sorting out the day for everyone. What everybody is going to do, what time everybody will move, everything is ready. The daily discipline was already there in our family. And all of us used to not be scared of her, but very much respect her thoughts. We were very much certain that if she says something, it has to be followed. That was the importance of my grandmother in my family. And that is what we saw the entire childhood duration. Gradually, I felt in her entire day, she was having her me time, self-grooming, self-recreation, we can say. She was giving time to her family, focused. Evening, she used to do her community connect program. She used to sit with lots of ladies and she used to read books, mythological books to them, and they used to discuss it out. And at times do some folk singing also. So I feel a great community connect thing where you are not just gossiping, but imparting knowledge to each other, giving some, in today's date, what we call it, cleansing, daily cleansing of the thoughts of the things you have gone through the entire day. And by the evening, she was again back to the family, planning next day. And again, after everything, she used to feel now it's time for her to go to sleep because morning again she'll be starting with her me time. And today when I feel Those things, when at that time I used to feel that, oh, she is missing on her sleep. She is missing on many things in the life. But today when I feel her daily discipline was creating so much balance in her life. And I am grateful. And I feel all of you must be feeling that there is something you have learned from your previous generation, from your people around, from the people with you have grown. Yes, I learned a lot from her. I learned daily disciplining my life. And that daily disciplining helped me balance my life. Yes, from there the balancing factor came in, what we are talking about right now. Today, my day starts very early. I make it a point that I balance my day between my family, my friends, and some work for the community. Besides, I also take my me time. That's very important for me. For me, at least an hour or so of me time in morning help me plan my entire day. What I have to do for my family, what I have to do during my work, what I have to wear so that I be confident and move around the entire day feeling the same kind of confidence which I start my day with. Also, what my next approach should be. So this is what I learned, and this is helping me. It is not only giving me daily dose of my disciplining, but it's also creating a harmony. Why? Because every day I am able to manage some extra time, because everything is so much disciplined, so much organized, that I am able to manage that extra time in my daily routine, which is helping me, give me a perspective towards future, make me plan what I am going to do in my extra time. And that is not today. Even in my school days, without noticing it, because it was a very balanced day all around me, thanks to my grandmother, my parents were also grooming us like that. We have the complete network like that. I was able to give some extra time in my school. I was looking after the cultural activities, definitely the school monitors, and then I became a school head girl. Many people used to say, how do you manage time? For me, it was like a muscle memory. Yes, the same game of Seesaw, where you don't plan how to get down. It's just in you, because that is in your muscle memory. So that's the way I learned, and I am sure most of us learn the act of balancing. It's just that in our due course, we start missing on it. We start forgetting it. And especially when you transit from one of your age to another aspects of your life, that is the time when you tend to get entangled. I will share one story with you. My childhood went very good. Teenage was also very good, because I was always able to manage some extra time for myself. I was able to create that extra edge in my daily life, which gave me extra time for community connect programs. Even in college, I used to do lot what I could do than just studies. I was in my neighborhood also, I used to be very much active. And yes, I used to always add something or the other for which I can teach to the people around me. I remember in my school days, I used to teach my maids and all, not only just studies, how to groom, how to talk. If they have some problem, I used to help them out. But in all these things, we were driving our time. I was driving my time. But the time came when again the transition came in. I remember my daughter was 1.5 years old, and I was alone at that time. I had to put her in creche because my work has to be balanced with it. So when first day I went to drop her to the creche, she cried, I cried, both of us cried a lot. While going, I was crying, she was crying. Second day, same thing happened, but somehow we managed it. She went inside, she was sobbing but not crying back, and I also managed it. Third day, I was crying, but she was not. She went around, she went with her friends, she waved and she went off. And I was crying, Not because we are parting apart, because she is not crying. Strange, right? But yes, that is where I learned that controlling is not good. What I was doing, I was trying to control her life. I was trying to control the thoughts that she should feel bad when she is moving away from me. And then I learned, let it go. It's important to create harmony in life. You should let things go. You should not control your environment. You should not feel that what you are thinking, that is what the person whom you love the most or who are your friends and family around you should think. And that gave me, again, a new perspective in my life. Again, a new lesson from the game of Seesaw. That equilibrium is important. You shouldn't be controlling the person. You shouldn't be controlling your team members. You should let them learn it while being around you, and you should also learn from them. So that gave me, again, a new edge in my life and gave me some more strength to the thoughts which I have learned right from my childhood. And then there was no looking back. Right now, I am mother of a grown-up kid. Now, I am able to manage more things. And best is that in this seesaw, me and my life partner, both of us are enjoying the seesaw of life because we are able to understand each other. We are able to focus each other when we are enjoying the ups and downs of seesaw. That nowhere means that we don't go through hard times. Up and down in life means hard times are there. But then I remember seesaw. If I'm down, if I am in the dust, I know a time will come when I'll fly. When I am flying, I definitely remember that we have to control. We can't be too confident, too overconfident, because things can go down. So these thoughts keep me moving. And today, after 25 years of rigorous retail experience, I have gone through telecom, went into retail section, managed a mall, but everywhere I was able to give some extra connect into my life, which today has helped me with my 3.5 years of entrepreneurship journey, where I selected social entrepreneurship. Right now, I am proud to say that we have 1,000+ people working with us. And these people are not educated or learned people. These are from the tribal belts. They are working with us, they are learning with us, and best is we have 70% women workforce. And I feel proud when they also try to balance their life, come out, and today supervising the machines which they never thought of. They came out of their comfortable zone, and today they are able to manage better. So these things can only happen if we actually think and create equilibrium in our life. If we go that extra mile to understand the game of seesaw or any other game which I feel whatever we have played as a kid, you can relate to all these things. So this is what I have been learning till date. And what I feel, what I strongly focus on is that everyone in your life gives a very important message. We need to understand it. For me, my grandmother, my father, my mother, my kid, definitely, then my life partner, my in-laws, everybody somewhere or the other has given me lesson, and I proudly say that I definitely take those lessons very seriously and try to accommodate it with my life lesson of seesaw and create equilibrium. So that's the way we move. That's the way I feel you can create some extra mile. Right now, I'm able to go and do some sustainability work. We are looking at the global, global challenge, which is your lifestyle diseases. We are working on superfood, millet. We are looking into climate change, because if we work in millet, we are helping control the difficulties of climate. We are working towards livelihood development. So this makes me feel that because I understood the balancing act right in my early days, today I'm able to understand it better. So I feel this is the complete detail which all of us should follow, which everywhere in our life we feel, in fact, everywhere in our life, whenever we feel that we are slightly down, we are not getting the way out, or we are entangled into the emotions, we should always take some anchor, something which should drive you. Like for me, the game of Seesaw. And if I say all together, I'll not say that my life was very good bed of roses, but I have enjoyed everything because I knew everything is part of the life. You have to balance it, and majorly, which is important, is your daily disciplining. It sounds as if, okay, one day we will start, but if you are already into a disciplining mode, then this will help you without any problem get into a better balancing act, creating harmony by just muscle memory. You don't need to work hard. As I said, Seesaw, game of Seesaw, you don't need to work hard to stop it. It is already there with you. So every day, every moment, if you start balancing your life, it will work. So here, I would like to conclude with just few words. Nobody has everything. It's life. Everybody have their own say of ups and downs. So pause before you judge someone. Take a thought before you smirk on someone. You should always look within yourself before pointing finger out to others. In one word, if you are able to balance your words and conducts, your life become a very harmonious seesaw. Thank you.